we decided, like, we would park down the road, and then the park was literally, like, right behind my backyard, like the neighborhood park. So I was able to go through the park and then cut through my backyard because there was a fence. Like, there was the trees, then there was my fence, and then there was the house. Mm-hmm. So you could easily, like, go through the trees, and then there was the little gate that you could go through. I didn't even think, like, you could even open it.
Yeah, how'd you guys move that cement? Isn't there, like, a cement block or cinder block or something?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to move. Like, I was able to push the door out a little bit, and then, like, it was stuck, but I was able to maneuver my body over to get into the other side, and then I just moved the cement block over so that Johnny could get through. Gotcha. And then I moved it back.
Cassandra claims that Johnny planned her grandparents' murder, but the truth is, Cassandra was the mastermind behind everything. Cassandra is about to tell the detectives everything that happened before and after the murders took place. She will explain how she killed her grandparents and then lived in their home for several days with the bodies. Unfortunately, the story doesn't end at her grandparents' home because Cassandra planned on killing more people.
Y'all were living out of his car. Did he have, like, a lot of clothes in his car that he would change into?
Yeah.
Okay.
He already had clothes in his car.
Okay. But did he have, like, different shoes, or did he kind of just keep one pair of shoes on?
He had different shoes. He had a bunch of stuff in his car. Okay. It's kind of like Mary Poppins.
Okay.
That's a good frame of
You got some good analogies. I like that. So when you guys made it to the back door, or the back gate, what'd you guys do next? How'd you move up to the house?
Well, we went up the stairs.
The decking stairs?
Yeah,
okay.
The back deck. And my grandma was still up because we got there a little bit early. So we went back down, and we were kind of just chilling over where...
the shed is?
Yeah, we were just chilling by the shed. Mm-hmm. And then we saw that the lights turned out, and then we just, like, stayed outside for a little bit longer just to, wait. And then I already had the keys to my house because I already had a set of keys, so I was able to unlock the back door. And then that just made everything easier.
And as back door, do you mean the bottom back door? Or so you're still talking about the door and steps?
Yeah, like when you go up on the back deck, there's two doors. Mm-hmm. There's a door on the left and a door on the right, and I went to the door on the right because the door on the left had a sensor on it, like one of those, like,
beep beep or whatever.
Yeah, like the door 4 open, something like that.
One of the ones that kind of, like, announces each door. Mm-hmm. Okay, but the one you guys went into didn't have it.
Yeah, I was able to take that one out. Because, like, it was like a really old, like, alarm system. Like, they had this alarm system for years, and all you had to do was just, like, you had to push this little button just to open it, and then just take the battery out. And I already took the battery out, like, a while ago.
What was that for? You taking the battery out?
Just to, like, sneak out.
Okay.
And plus, I hated that thing that went off every time. It got so annoying.
Yeah, I bet.
So then you guys are at that back door now. You're the first one to kind of walk inside there, or how do you? Okay.
So there was stuff in front of the door because my grandma normally would block off the back door. But I was able to open. So I unlocked the back door. I was able to open the back door a little bit and not have the stuff in front of the door fall and make a noise. So I was able to, like, maneuver in, and then I moved the stuff in front of the door, and then I got Johnny in, and then we closed the door and locked it.
And then would you guys you just hang out downstairs, or did you start moving upstairs?
We went upstairs. We didn't immediately go upstairs. Like, we went to the stairs, and then we were, like, just listening, just hearing what was going on. And we thought everything was good, and then we went upstairs and...
Hold on, did you guys have anything in your hands, or you just...
Yeah, I had, what's it called? It's one of those car tool things.
Is it to do a tire, or is it
tire
to fix
iron.
it?
It was a tire iron. So I had one of those.
Where'd you get that at?
Johnny's car. Because he had one in his car.
His Honda or whatever.
And Johnny just used his fist. And he brought a black book bag that had duct tape in it. And it had the tire iron in it. Huh. And it had gloves in it. Because we were also wearing gloves too.
What kind of gloves?
They were like
hospital gloves, or regular?
Hospital gloves.
What color were they? You remember?
blue
Okay.
ish. Yeah, they were blue.
Okay.
So
So now you guys are at the stairs, starting to go up the stairs.
yeah,
You actually had the tire iron in your hand, or is it still in the book bag?
I had this iron in my hand. You know, we got it out before we went inside the house.
Mhm.
So I had it in my hand, and Johnny didn't have any weapon. He just used his fist.
Okay.
So, and then
So who's first up the stairs? Is it you and he's kind of following you, or?
yeah,
Okay.
I go upstairs. He goes into my grandpa's room, and then I go into my grandma's room.
Mhm.
And yeah,
And then do you hear kind of what's going on over there? And
Yeah.
does that kind of cue you off to
Mhm.
with your grandmother there?
yeah. He started going at it, and then I could hear my grandpa just yelling, them fighting, and then I started getting the rush, and then that's when I started hitting my grandma. She started like screaming and stuff, and
Was
yeah.
that the first hit?
Yeah,
The back of the head?
yeah. She
So-
bit me.
I think I took a picture of that yesterday, right?
Yeah, she bit me in my finger too, but I forgot which finger. It was on my right hand. I think it was either like my middle finger or it was that one.
And when you and your grandmother used to get into it, that's kind of how did she bite you before to
Yeah.
kind of get you off her or whatnot?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
bitten me before.
Well, she's bitten you before too.
Yeah, I haven't bitten her, but
Oh, okay.
she's bitten me before.
Okay.
Have you, like when you guys are in it, or did you just
Yeah.
come up and bite you?
No, like when we were in it,
Okay.
like I had this mark on my hand from where she bit me for a while.
Where did she bite you that night? On your finger?
Yeah.
Anywhere else?
On my arm,
Okay.
where they took the picture of it, and then that was it.
So you're in the bedroom with your grandmother. When do you meet back up with Johnny? Do you leave your grandmother there, or kind of what happens?
So I started hitting my grandma, and I already had duct tape, and then, Johnny's doing his thing. And, I stopped hearing Johnny doing whatever. And so he comes in the room with me and my grandma, and, he helps me, like, tie up my grandma with the duct tape. And
And how did you do that? Is it just her hands, or?
I got her hands, I got her whole head, and then I got her ankles.
Okay, with her hands, I guess.
Just behind her back.
So it's like, just like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Johnny helped you tie her up?
Yeah, I mean, I mostly did it, but I needed like a little bit of help because she was like, moving around and stuff, and so he helped me a little bit, and then he went back into my grandpa's room, and then
What were you doing when you went back in your grandpa's room?
I was still with my grandma, and then
In her room?
yeah, and then I dragged her into my grandpa's room, and then Johnny asked me to go get some knives. So I got some knives from downstairs in the kitchen, and I got 3 like, big butcher knives. I asked her for the code to her safe, because I already knew that she had a safe in her closet. I just didn't know it was in the safe. So, I mean,
Did she tell you?
yeah, I mean, like, she kept saying, like, I'll give you money, I'll give you my keys, I'll give you anything you want. But, yeah, she just kept
Was she
saying,
able to talk with the duct tape around her face?
yeah, like, she was, like, mumbling. You could still understand her, but, like, at the same time, you couldn't.
Like it wasn't like her mouth was shut. Like
Yeah.
almost as if,
It was like that.
okay, almost as if like she could still move her mouth enough
Yeah.
to make the words be on the tape. Okay.
hmm So we left my grandma sitting there on the floor, and then I got the code to the safe. So Johnny's watching my grandpa and my grandma, and I'm over.
How'd you get that code? Did she tell you guys, or?
She told us.
Okay.
So she told us the code, and I went in the closet because that's where they kept the safe. So I go in there, I'm checking out all the stuff, and I grab the book bag, and I just start stuffing the book bag with everything, Like, there was envelopes just filled with money. There was probably about like $1,000 that we found in that safe that they were just saving. And
Did you know about that money, or you just said no?
well, my grandma, it was kind of weird. Like, she was kind of giving me like an idea about it before. Like, she was saying, "What if I just gave you $1,000? Would that just make the world a better place?" I'm just like, "No, I don't want $1,000." So she kept saying that, and then like when I saw it, I was just like, "Wow, she actually had $1,000 in her safe." Like, that's crazy.
So you guys put that stuff in a bag, and then Basically, Johnny's in your grandpa's room with your grandpa and your grandma in the room. Do you come back in there and say, "Hey, I got this stuff," or what? Okay.
Yeah, I go back into the room and I tell him that I got the stuff, and so after that, and then we drag my grandma into the bathroom, and
What was the reason for that? Just to bring her to the bathroom?
yeah, I don't know why we brought her back into the bathroom. I guess we didn't want to bring her into the bedroom,
Okay.
so we just brought her into the bathroom. And then yeah, and then Johnny
Mhm.
and she it was kind of creepy because she was like scared to die. Like she shitted herself and peed herself.
Oh, did she?
It was kind of gross. That was really.
So you said the last blow though
was
was
just like the last hit, like that.
last hit with the tire iron? And who did that? You were Johnny.
Johnny.
Excuse me. And then did you guys pretty much just leave the upstairs, or?
Yeah. Well, we were just after that. Then we closed the doors, and then we were just checking around, seeing if everything was okay. And then I started grabbing my clothes and start stuffing bags with my clothes. And then Johnny's, walking around doing his thing, checking to make sure that they were both dead, and checking to make sure if we didn't forget anything. And yeah, then we left, and then we came back to the house.
When you guys left, where'd you guys go to?
We went over to like Kroger or Publix to go get something to eat, and then we went back to the house, and we just kind of like chilled there.
Did you guys kind of just stay in the house then, or?
Yeah, it was kind of both. We were kind of like in and out of the house for a couple days. It was just me and him. We didn't tell anyone. I mean, I told my friends that my grandparents went on a vacation for like 2 weeks.
Did you call some of your friends ever and say, "Hey, if you guys want to come over"? Because I spoke to some people, and that's just the rumor going out. They said, "Hey, if you guys want to come over, not for a party or anything, but I got some money. Grandparents are out of town."
Mm-mm.
After the murders took place, Cassandra and Johnny lived in the home and went about their normal lives. Cassandra went to her karate lessons while Johnny hung out with his friends. They would spend their days shopping and dining at various restaurants. Then they would go home and spend the night only a few feet away from the bodies. The couple continued living like this until they decided they wanted to murder Johnny's family next.
Conversation where you guys had that and you were talking about maybe getting out of town and stuff like that, starting your new life, starting over and whatnot.
Yeah.
How come you guys did stay
Well,
in
because
town?
this was the plan. First, we were gonna get my grandparents. Ooh.
You hot?
Huh?
You hot?
Yeah, I want to give her the
Oh, okay.
smushy things.
Okay.
What?
Your
Yes,
exercise
yes.
stuff.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the reason why we stayed in town was because the plan was we were going to get both of our families. That's why,
Hold on, what?
okay, so the plan was that we were both going to get both of our families. But first we got my grandparents. Then that's why we went over to Johnny's house. And we attacked his sister and her boyfriend because he wanted to kill his family.
Okay.
So that's like, we stayed in town for a couple days because, we wanted to get some money, we wanted to get ready to leave. And then that plan, just going over to his house, kind of just like, it didn't work out at all. It went downhill from there.
Now, there seems to be a pretty big gap
Yeah.
still, though, between your grandparents and then attacking his sister and the boyfriend.
Mhm.
Was that kind of in the plan
Yeah.
to try to get away with it for the week and then
Yeah.
kill them?
Well, we weren't really like going on like a week thing. It was kind of just like a day-to-day kind of thing. Like, what are we gonna do today, sort of thing. But I mean, we wanted to get out of town like as soon as possible.
Okay.
But just how it all just kind of timed out. Thank you so much. Didn't really like. It just, I don't know. It didn't really work out as we planned it to be.
Okay.
So.
So there